What's up everyone? In today's video, I'll be doing a deep dive into my income and all my finances as a full-time content creator. As you can obviously tell, I'm not on the property today. I'm actually at my fiance's apartment, and this is where I do a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, a lot of the administrative work, because I don't have management behind me. I don't have anyone pulling the strings secretly. It all falls on me and my lovely future wife. I've been making videos for the last 4.5 years, but I've only been doing it full time for the last 2. But in that time, I've learned a ton, not just about the analytics and how to keep your views high, but also how to keep your finances in check and make sure that I don't go broke producing my content. Sure, I can make some pretty decent content, but if you want to have longevity in social media, you have to treat it like a business. You have to make sure you're bringing in a profit to sustain yourself and your content. In this video, I'm not going to go in depth about my expenses. I'm only going to focus on the income and where I'm getting my money from. But if you do aspire to be a content creator, I think you'll get a lot of value out of this. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to give you my income from every single platform I've made content on. That includes not only YouTube, but TikTok, OnlyFans, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. I started on TikTok in February of 2020. That was the first platform I ever made video content for, but it was not the first one to get monetized. The first way I made money on the internet was actually OnlyFans. Like a lot of other content creators, I used my viral TikTok videos to drive traffic to my subscription page, and over there I made a total of $188,755.08 gross, with a profit to me of $151,004.10 over the course of my entire solo page. I've never wanted to be a full-time OnlyFans creator, and I never have been. I've always sunk most of my effort into my other platforms, the content that I really enjoy making, but these initial payouts are what enabled me to focus full-time on my content and really freed up my life. You can say whatever you want about this site and what I've done over there, but the freedom that has come with it has been well worth the cost. My fiance LAMAR has been a full-time content creator for OnlyFans since 2019, and you can kind of see the quality of life she's afforded because of it. So the blessings that come with it have far outweighed the cost for both of us. There are a ton of downsides that come with this type of work though, especially with your mental health and the judgment from others, so I'm not going to suggest anyone go out and try to make a page of your own. But LAMAR and I also started a couples account in January of this year, and since then we have made $68,591.84, and after OnlyFans cut of 20%, we have pocketed $54,872.98, and that is split between myself and my fiance. I've also streamed gameplay on and off throughout the years, but with my time at Twitch, I have streamed a total of 766 hours for a total revenue of $9,356.02. So that comes out after fees of being a pay of a little over $10 an hour, which is good for playing video games. But if you think about content as a business, that's not very lucrative, and it's kind of why I gave up on Twitch in early 2023. However, I got to meet and chat with a ton of amazing people on Twitch, and that was by far the platform where I made the most personal connections with others, and I'm thankful to everybody who's still watching, who found me over there. You guys are amazing, so shout out the Twitch OGs. And now on to TikTok, which is the platform I started on. In short, has plenty of issues, but love it or hate it, it is the reason I'm here and the reason for my social media career, if that's what you want to call it. TikTok's analytics are a little tricky for me to see long term because they only go back the last 12 months, but currently I have 3.3 million followers and I have a total of 361 million post views in the last year. With all that, I have made almost $62,000 off my content alone. But my content has been monetized on TikTok prior to the last year. Most of it was totally insignificant. The payouts were horrible, but they did introduce a program called the Creator Rewards Program, which I joined in May of 2023. So I pulled up my PayPal and I can see that in June of 2023, I also made $3,283.24, and in July, I made $12,783.55. That gives me around a lifetime earnings earnings of $78,000 on TikTok, but that's only for my content. There's also the live streaming side of things. TikTok Live makes it even more difficult to track your analytics because they only go back 60 days. I could go through my PayPal and really break down the payouts, but that's way too time consuming for me. But what I can do is show you this figure. This is my total accumulated diamonds, and it is 41,218,764, and we can extrapolate a dollar figure from that. 100 TikTok diamonds equates $1 US, so we can figure out that on my live streams I have made $412,187. That is life-changing money, and I cannot thank you guys enough for blessing me like that. However, TikTok takes a 50% cut from its live streamers, so my profit was about $206,500, which is still incredible, but that is one of the major reasons why I have stopped live streaming on TikTok and I have moved to YouTube, because they only take a 30% cut from their live streamers. And now on to our favorite platform, YouTube, which I joined 10 months ago, and in that time I have made $43,191.90. But the bulk of that has been made in the last 2 months when I started reposting my TikTok videos as shorts. Since only June of this year, I have brought in $41,354.11 here on YouTube. And if you see those spikes at the end of the graph, well, those are the days that I took my TikTok live streams and moved them here to YouTube. And let me tell you, you guys are incredible. YouTube is still king of long form content and live streams. With that in mind, a lot of people wonder why I didn't make the move to YouTube sooner, but remember, my niche has been 60 to 90 second long videos for a long time. And for short form content, TikTok still holds the crown. YouTube only very recently started paying out good rates for short form content and pushing those vertically formatted live streams to their discovery page. TikTok has seen such enormous growth over the past few years that I continuously see other platforms take their ideas and take pages out of their book. So I've kind of been waiting and watching until YouTube decided to start monetizing its short form side of things a little bit better. So now I have this massive back catalog of TikTok videos that I'm able to repost. Whereas if I had reposted them 2 years ago, I would have made nothing off of the videos. Whereas now I'm actually making substantial income off of them. But I definitely didn't anticipate how well my content would do here. The amount of love and support I've gotten from you guys and the tremendous amount of growth on my channel, thank you so much. Now we're on to the last and absolute worst platforms I have ever had to deal with, Instagram and Facebook. Let's start with the good stuff. On Instagram, I almost have 1 million followers, and I have made a grand total of $133.90. And even though I was never really making money over there, I was still reposting my TikTok videos to Instagram and Facebook Reels because I know the potential of having a big following over there. Having a large presence on Meta, be it Instagram or Facebook, is fantastic for getting sponsorships and brand deals. But here's the thing, Meta lacks any sort of creator support, especially when it comes to copyright issues. In the summer of 2023, I had some Pakistani scammers reposting my TikTok videos to a fake Facebook profile. They were posing as me, and the account was growing far faster than my official accounts. Once they passed around 500,000 followers on Facebook, they filed for all of my video copyrights in the Meta Rights Manager app, and they were granted them, meaning I was stripped of all control of my video content. My verified Instagram and Facebook accounts were stripped of their blue check marks and banned for an entire year. All the while, this overseas asshole was profiting off of my video content to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars a month sometimes on Facebook, and I know this because he was taunting me in my DMs, sending me screenshots of all the money he was making off of me, and of course he was outside the jurisdiction of US DMCA laws. And you know what Mark Zuckerberg and his shit companies did with all the emails I sent them? Yeah, absolutely nothing. They did not take accountability, they did not reinstate my accounts, and they did not ban these copyright scammers. That is until I hired a copyright attorney. Now this IP litigator only cost me about $13,500, but after a few months of work, they finally got these scammers' accounts removed and reinstated my official accounts on both Instagram and Facebook. Unfortunately, this was a financial hit that that I had to take, because as my other platforms continue to grow, I cannot allow for some identity thief to pose as me on the internet. Forget about all the lost ad revenue. God forbid that account had posted, a GoFundMe or something saying that I was in need of money. People would have sent it and they would have been scammed. Thankfully, I'm back in control of my Instagram and my official Facebook accounts, but I feel for any content creators dealing with this, the copyright theft is rampant on Meta's platforms, and they need to offer more creator support and resolve these matters ASAP. But regardless of where you watch my content, I'm thankful for all of you. Yes, even the negative ones out there, because regardless of whether you love me or hate me, a view is a view, and each and every one of you help me further my goals. Anyway, I hope you watch this video with an open mind. I am aware that I am making a significant income off of my content these days, but I believe now more than ever before, content creators really need to be transparent and honest about their endeavors and their end goals and what they do with the blessings that they've been given. Now that I've given you an inside look on all of my income, I hope I've inspired a couple of you to become content creators or at least fuel your creativity. But please also be aware we have not touched on any of my expenses other than those legal fees, and I can tell you there are a lot of them. But that's a video for another time, and whether you see social media as a real job or not, I can tell you the IRS does, and I pay taxes just like the rest of you. Anyway, see you next time.